If life really does imitate art, The Exorcist may lead the way as far as cinematic examples go. Released in 1973 across 24 theaters nationwide, The Exorcist casts a young Linda Blair as demonically possessed Regan, and Ellen Burstyn as her concerned mother, who employs the services of local priests in an effort to rid her daughter of a demonic presence. While ultimately successful in ridding the young girl of the evil tormentor, the movie ends when lead priest Father Damien Karras, played by Jason Miller, tumbles to his death down a flight of concrete stairs to the streets below. From the moment of its release to theaters, the movie attracted widespread attention not only for its reputation as one of the most anticipated horror releases of its time, but for the odd occurrences surrounding its production and release. Death and serious injuries occurred both on and off the film's set. Actor Jack McGowan, who played the eccentric film director Burke Dennings within the film, not only met his demise on film at the hands of Reagan's demon, but also passed away prior to the film's release from complications associated with influenza. This was not the only death associated with the movie. Actress Vasiliki Malrose, who played Father Karras' mother in the film, died of what were later deemed natural causes prior to the film's release. Examples of serious injuries and near-death experiences of actors in the film and their acquaintances are plentiful. Actors of the film lost family members during the film's production. Actor Jason Miller's son was involved in a near-fatal motorcycle accident, while actresses Blair and Burstyn were not only banged up in the movie at the hands of Reagan's demon, but were actually injured on the set. Burstyn suffered a serious spinal injury during filming that reduced her to crutches for the rest of the film's production, while Blair also suffered an injury to her lower spine. While these strange injuries have led many to believe the movie was actually cursed, others have taken a more grounded approach, blaming much of the film's mishaps on director William Friedrich's flair for realism in his filming antics. Indeed, both Blair and Burstyn have blamed Friedrich and the loose conditions on set for their injuries. In an interview with The Guardian in 2018, Burstyn explained how a crew member pulled her too hard using a suspended harness. When she complained to Friedrich about what had happened, he was dismissive. These were not the only odd occurrences surrounding the film's production. Any of us who have seen the movie over the years are familiar with the scene where Reagan's head spins completely around while she vomits on her visiting priests. Apparently, the scene was all too apropos and would start a trend nationwide as many of the film's patrons reportedly fell ill while attending the movie. Or maybe this was just young Reagan's way of starting her own trend. #vomit. At least one miscarriage and a heart attack were reported among the viewing audience. During an early screening in Rome, lightning apparently struck a church across from the movie house. During another, a woman apparently passed out during the movie and broke her jaw. At one point, the set of Reagan's cinematic home caught fire when a bird flew into a circuit box. Eerily, the only room left standing once the fire was put out was Reagan's bedroom, where the exorcisms would later take place. It is said that the incident delayed the film's production for nearly 6 weeks. After the incident, production managers, perhaps wary of the fact that so many odd occurrences could not just be sheer coincidence, called on the real-life services of a Jesuit priest, who was asked to bless the set. Despite all of the early oddities and real-life horrific occurrences, perhaps they only enhanced the film's marketability and notoriety over the years. After all, the film grossed $193 million in its opening weekend. It is second only to Stephen King's newly reminted It movie as the highest-grossing horror movie of all time.